Hey guys, Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana, here today to talk about the premier PWCC Premier Monthly that just ended last night. I'm going to do two videos. One, recapping the results from the first PWCC Sunday Weekly Auction. That's not this one. This one is the big dogs. This one is the whales. This one is the one that 99.9% of us can't afford and weren't in on, but it's fun to talk about huge cards, and we're gonna just kind of scroll through. I can't do everything, but we're gonna kind of scroll through and look at some of the winners, some of the losers, the risers, the fallers, and hopefully get some great comments from you guys and just kind of shed some light on some of what these whales did. Right? Let's see what the elite of the elite collectors in the hobby decided to buy and sell, and see what sold for more than we thought and what sold for less than we thought. I can't recap every single card, guys, but what I've done is, as you know, I'm basketball only, so I've sorted this by basketball and then highest sale price first. We're going to go quickly through this, but if you need to find this, you just go to www.pwccmarketplace.com. Go across the top of your screen over here to Monthly Premier, go down to Current Auction, get it, and then you can sort it however you want. If you're a soccer person, you can look at soccer, football, baseball. I've sorted by basketball, highest to lowest, so let's get cranking. Obviously, the first two are both the golden boy, the Luka the Don, the GOAT, the baby GOAT, the modern GOAT, whatever you want to call him. He's been on fire lately. The Mavs have been on fire. This first NT RPA is numbered to 20, so this is not his true RPA. This is his true RPA, numbered to 99, but you can see the premium approximately. Now remember, these sale prices you'll see below. This one sold for $432. Hopefully you can see that. These sale prices, let me see if I can make this a little, yeah I can, but it's gonna, the sale prices sell, this is a Pop 3, BGS 9.5, 10 auto, but the sale prices you see include the BP. They include the buyer's premium. For those of you who don't know what the buyer's premium is, go Google it. It's a 20% premium on top of whatever the final bid price is. People get confused. People don't understand. If you're new to this, really all bidders do is they back out the 20%. And then anytime you're putting a bid in on a PWCC auction or a golden auction and there's a 20% buyer's premium, when you put your bid in, it shows you, hey, you're bidding $100,000 with the buyer's premium, your total price would be $120,000. So it lets you know, it calculates the 20% for you and kind of lets you know when you're putting your bid in there. And so people get confused and act like, why would I buy a card for 20% more than market value? Well, it's simple. Bidders back out the 20% buyer's premium. They bid 20% less than what they would bid if there was no buyer's premium. So I don't understand the outrage. That's my thoughts on buyer's premium. Just back it out. The sellers who list their cards on PWCC and Golden and places like that have buyer's premium, they get a portion of the buyer's premium. Okay, so they get the final bid price plus they get a percentage of the 20% buyer's premium. That is a scaled percentage that they receive based on the value, the final sale price of the card. But anyway, this Doncic is number one. The Doncic RPA 9.5 is number two. The first card I really want to talk about is in 348. We probably could have looked that one up, but the first card that I've got pulled up here is this Jordan PSA 10. I'll be honest with you guys, as a Jordan collector, as an owner of this card, I was shocked. 288 is a pretty significant dip from the last one. If you take a kind of close look at the card, you know, we can obviously always scroll in and look at the high def images and it swirls around and whatnot. The centering is never going to be perfect, okay? Anybody and everybody is real picky with cards that aren't theirs, right? And so anybody who doesn't own this particular card is going to look at it and say, mine's better than that. The centering's terrible. Well, the centering's not terrible, guys. It's a pretty well-centered card, to be quite honest with you. You know, it's not perfect, and it looks a little more off-center there than really it does in this picture. It's a little bit thicker on the left than the right from our perspective, and maybe a little bit thicker on the top than the bottom, but marginally, the back looked really good. This is just a big drop. If we go to Card Ladder and we pull the card up, I mean, you can look. Here is the last 1 year. The card's definitely down in the last 1 year, but what I want to do is focus like on the last 3 months. And so you can see this card sold for $369, $312, $336, $360, and then a big drop here, y'all. This 288 is a big drop. It was $240 before buyer's premium, 288 is a really big drop. I mean, if you look, the last 6 sales have averaged 333,000. So in my opinion, hey, congrats to whoever won this card at the auction last night. Moving on, I am not a Steph Curry collector, but I know some of you are, so I'm going to try to get my face off of the cover of this card. This is the big dog. This is the 2009 Topps Chrome Refractor Steph Curry rookie PSA 10. It sold for $228,000. Right? This is a Pop 28 card. It is numbered to 500, serial numbered to 500. It's PSA 10 condition. It's the best of the best. He looks like he's 7 years old in this picture. If we pull that card up on Card Ladder, I don't think I did. But let's go ahead and pull it up on Card Ladder. Let's pull that up. I thought I did pull that card up. Did I not? No, maybe I didn't. Oh, you know what? It got these out of order. Yes, I did pull it up. There it is. So there's the Refractor, numbered to 500 PSA 10. This card took a jump. So this is going to fall into our risers category. If we look at the last year, you can see there's been 5 sales. If you were the 100,000 buyer back here, or 98,000 back here, 136, 126, 99. This jump is insane. I don't know. I can't even really honestly explain this. There's this media narrative that Steph Curry's having this incredible season and that he's an MVP favorite. And for some reason, Vegas has him as an MVP favorite, or at least they did last I checked. I don't even have him in my top 5. His percentages are down. But listen to this stat. He's shooting a worse field goal percentage than Russell Westbrook this year. And last night, I think he was 5 for 20. So the trend continues. I don't understand the clamoring for the Steph Curry card prices to rise like this. I don't get it. He's really not having that great of a season. Again, comment below if you think I'm crazy, but if you take a deep dive and take a really close look at his numbers, a lot of guys' cards are going down and Steph Curry's cards are going up, and the other guys are outperforming Steph Curry. So I don't know if maybe just everybody thinks he's going to win a title this year because maybe the Warriors are crazy deep and they're crazy loaded, and Klay looks good and Wiseman will come back and Draymond will come back. But man, I don't know. I just don't see it. That's a pretty effing big jump from $99,000 to $228,000. So let's chill. PWCC has a great history of cards being paid for, but let's wait and see on that one. That is a crazy jump to me, guys. I don't know. That seems like a reach. The next card we want to look at, you'll see the Durant rookie exclusives, the Exquisite Collection rookie. PSA 10 sold for $186,000. That's a Pop 2 card. Honestly, I don't collect Durant. I don't collect Curry, okay? I wasn't in the hobby during those years, and I didn't go back and chase them because Giannis was my guy kind of from that era. But give me this KD, Exquisite Collection autograph Pop 2 all day long. Pop 2, 186, 100, what is that? $40-something thousand less than the Steph Curry. Which is Pop 28. I just don't see it. I think historically, when we look back, KD is going to finish higher up on the Pantheon than Steph Curry when all is said and done. I know he's a little bit behind, trailing right now, but I just think he's got a lot of meat left on the bone. It helps Steph Curry that he's the greatest at something, the undisputed greatest three-point shooter of all time. I'm not sitting here telling you he's not. He is. But I think that kind of, he's carrying that torch, but that's taking his card prices to places I'm not sure they belong. Looking at the Trey Young. So the Trey Young gold, big time Trey Young card, the gold, the NTRPA. Those are probably the most notable cards, if you throw out the one-on-ones that are out there and the logo men. So his Pop 4 PSA 10 gold sold for $180,000 last night. Let's look at where that fits historically. It's a tick up, okay? And as it should be, the dude's tearing it up. He's top 3 in scoring and assists last time I checked. I'm not sure if that's still correct, but this is a Pop 4 card. If you were one of the guys that bought it at 112 or 156, you got to feel a little bit substantiated and justified owning this card. It's at 180. It's funny when you ask yourself, you say, I say the Steph Curry card oversold, at 288, but then you got a guy, Trey Young, who's kind of just a young Steph doing what Steph did at a young age, probably a little bit more, a little earlier, but has really done nothing. Has no true accomplishments on his resume, sells for 180,000. So then you can look back and you're like, well, yeah, maybe that does make sense that Steph sold for 228. So I don't know. It's just tough. It just depends on who the player collectors are out there. And sometimes in these premier auctions, you just get two monsters that are chasing a card. You got the D Wade exquisite rookie patch, one of his best rookie cards. Gem Plus, BGS 9.510, sold for 180. If you're looking at this, what are the odds Trey Young accomplishes what Dwayne Wade did? I just don't know. And then you also throw in the fact that this Dwayne Wade card is probably from one of the most iconic, most highly sought after sets in the history of basketball card collecting. I don't know. If you ask me right now to choose which of these cards I want, look at these, let's look at all four of them. They're all about the exact same price. I'm probably going D Wade 1. I'm going Luka 1 of 1, 2, even though it's an 8.5. I'm going KD 3, and I'm going Trey Young 4. If you're asking me to choose between those four cards, that's Cajun Cardboard's thoughts on the matter for whatever it's worth. Again, I don't collect them. I do collect them, and then I have a little bit of a PC, a little bit of a Dwayne Wade rookie PC from way back when I was a younger collector. So give me the Wade out of those four cards. Let's keep moving on. You got a 86 Fleer PSA 9 pack. Population 1 of 1, sold for 132,000. It's got Michael Jordan on top. For those of you who don't know, an 86 Fleer, you can see through the front and sort of see through the back. And then there's a sequence of cards, so where if the pack has not been tampered with, you can tell what's in the pack. You can tell what every card in the pack is because those cards were packed in sequential order. I am not an expert on that. The guys on the 86 Fleer page are. You get 12 cards and a sticker, and the top card on that is Jordan, and PSA has said that it's in a pretty damn good condition, so there's a good chance you got a nice Jordan. The one obvious, elephant in the room is you don't know what the centering is on that Jordan. And you can see through it, but you can't see through it enough to say if the Jordan's a 7 centering or a 10 centering. There's only 319 in the world out of 20 million zillion graded, so I wouldn't bank on there being a Jordan 10 in there. That's a pretty steep price for that pack. The person who buys this is probably not a person who's going to crack that pack. They're going to keep it intact because it's a big part of their collection. You got your gold vinyl 1 of 1 masterpiece, Ja Morant, an 8.5, sold for 120. And then we get to the next one that we want to look up. So this is Luca, the Orange PSA 10. We saw up here, we had his BGS 9.5. Right here, so it looks like that card stayed right on point, right? It sold for $348. The last one sold for $350 in a private sale. It's still ticking up. So those people that say ultra modern's dead, that doesn't necessarily apply to these Grail type cards. But let's look at that. I know I had the there it is. So there's the Doncic. It sold last night for 120, right on the number, guys. 114, 125, 114, 120. That's where it's at. If we go back and kind of zoom out and go 2 years, oh my gosh, what a nice luxury it would be to have a time machine, right? I had a chance to buy a 9, I think at about $35,000 if I recall, and there was a deal on the table and I just couldn't pull the trigger. It was just a shitload of money. It was probably around here. It was probably just before the pandemic, if I recall, where I had a chance to jump on that orange PSA 10 for like $35,000, and I couldn't wrap my brain around it. I could not wrap my brain around it. The Jordan PSA 10 at the time was about $40,000, and I had to make a choice, and I was collecting the 86 Fleer PSA 10 set, so I chose the Jordan. Both of them obviously are doing fantastic, but you can see this orange is now at 120, and that looks to be sort of the steady price here. So 3 sales in a row within the same kind of range. So that's about what that Doncic, what we expected it would probably sell for. I'm in a really good group chat on Instagram with a bunch of really high-end collectors that make me look like a homeless person living in a box. And one of them messaged me. They thought this Kobe limited logos, the 03 Exquisite Collection, sold for less than it should have. I am not an expert on this set. I don't own a single card from Exquisite. Unfortunately, I wish I did. unbelievable, beautiful cards to look at. The Exquisite, if you're not familiar with '03 Exquisite specifically, it's the first year, is my understanding, of Exquisite collection. And it was the National Treasures before the National Treasures, and then some. I mean, look at the cards. They're just absolutely beautiful in so many ways. And that's where this Wade Exquisite rookie patch comes from as well. So this Kobe 8.5 from '03 sold for $114. And I'm going to scroll down here because the Kobe '04 same card Exquisite BGS 9 sold for $78. So that just kind of shows you the difference between '03 first year Exquisite and second year Exquisite. There is a premium for first year Exquisite. I'm not an expert on whether that's a riser or faller. I was told by a very knowledgeable hobby collector, he thinks that's a little bit lower than expected. So take that for what it's worth. Again, I'm not a Kobe collector either. I own 3 Kobe cards. One is part of a set, and the other 2 have Michael Jeffrey Jordan on the front of it. Here's another big one. This is one that I really was paying attention to. I don't own a Topps Chrome Refractor rookie LeBron, but those cards have dropped significantly. And so I wanted to pull it up. I'm trying to figure out where that sucker is. I've got him. There he is. This one is unique. It is a BGS 10, right? So this is super rare, 3 10s and a 9.5. It's a Pop 32. I know a lot of people have this problem with Topps Chrome base being overpopulated. Well, this ain't base, and this is a BGS 10 monster. And so, believe it or not, despite the fact that he's defying all odds and tearing up the league once again, even though his team's not doing great, he is missing his sidekick. He is not getting the efficient production that you would hope to get from the third best player, who is right now the second best player. Well, maybe not even, Russell Westbrook. So you can see that the fall this card's taken. It doesn't sell often. In the last year, it's sold 11 times. 11 out of the 32 have sold in the last year. That seems like an anomaly. That might have something to do with why the prices are coming down. This is a card that shouldn't be that available. This card shouldn't sell 11 times in 1 year. It doesn't. That's too many sales for too low of a population. And so when that many cards come to market, sometimes it runs the price down. And you can see that's what's happening here. The last 2 have sold for 100,000. But this card's hit significantly higher. I think if we go back to 2 years, you're going to see this card got all the way up to 221. That's a big ass card, y'all. So you ask yourself, that card hit 221. Now it's at 100,000. I mean, I think LeBron's a great buy right now. That's just my personal opinion. I don't have $100,000 sitting around to spend on a piece of cardboard, but I think the BGS 10 Refractor LeBron's a card that's going to endure. It's just a beautiful card. It's an iconic pose. It's probably one of the 10 most recognizable cards in the history of this hobby, going back to George Mikan in '48. Next is an NBA Diamond BGS 9 Jordan Star 101 XRC. I'm not going to get into whether this is the true rookie card or not. It's got a PWCC A sticker as well. This card sold for $102,000 with the premium. Looking at these 2 cards, which one would you rather have? Would you rather have the BGS 10 Refractor LeBron, or would you rather have the Star BGS 9? I've got it pulled up. It's down. It really is down. I love how Card Ladder puts a yellow dot on here. And then a little notation if you scroll over it that there was a PWCC sticker. So when you go look at the card where it ranks, considering the last card sold for $120 and this one's got a sticker and sold for $18,000 less, somebody's got to be feeling pretty good. This is a card that's been significantly higher than this. As you can see, this card approached 200,000. It got to 190 during the crazy February peak of last year. We're almost a year removed from that, guys. Isn't that crazy? It seems like it was just yesterday. We've all taken a punch in the face and a kick in the balls on a lot of our cards since then. Some cards continue to defy the odds and go up, but this is not one of them. So you can see the last 5-6 sales, this card's taken a pretty big beating down here after having been a really steady 30, 40, 50,000. And then here it is today at 102,000. A lot of people talk about this, and this is a great graph to show you an example. If we could just eliminate pretty much the year 2021 or late 20 through 2021, I don't think there would be so much pessimism and negativity in the hobby, because if you just drew a line from here all the way to here, who wouldn't be thrilled if their card went from 34,000 to 102,000 in 2 years? But you're looking at it and you're like, it's not a big deal. It's actually down almost half. But if you take out these spikes, and you can do it for almost every card, guys. I mean, well, that's not a great example, but you can kind of do it for any of these cards. If you just take out that crazy spike, I don't think the pessimism and the negativity around the hobby would prevail. Anyway, you got your KD Exquisite Collection 102. You got your Steph Curry Exquisite Collection 1010. Sold for $102,000. That card is numbered to 225, guys. You've got your LaMelo Ball PSA 9 10 auto. I think, did I have this pulled up? Yeah. So the last one of these, I don't think this is this the exact same card? Let me see. I'm not real familiar with these cards, guys. So there it is, 54 out of 99. Different card. Obviously, yeah, significantly different card. This is the purple variation. So this is, what a patch, right? That's a badass patch. So this is the purple variation numbered to 8. This PSA 9 numbered to 8. National Treasures RPA sold for 96. If we go to the Card Ladder sales history, this one sold for 32,400. So his true RPA 8.5 last sold a couple days ago yesterday in the same PWCC Premier Auction. His true RPA 8.5 sold for 32, but this monster numbered to 8, which is a pop 1, PSA 9 auto 10 sold for 96. So about 3x his true RPA 8.5. This is crazy to me. I don't get it. I do collect LeBron. I just think LeBron money could be so much better spent than on this flashback gold prism. This is somebody who's got FU money, who says, I'm collecting every LeBron prism there is, and they couldn't take a chance at not getting a card, and they grabbed this. There's no way you could tell me $93,000 couldn't be better spent in LeBron cards. That's just my opinion, guys. Okay, but that's a huge sale for a 2020 card that's not a rookie. That's a big card. The Topps Chrome 9.5 refractor. So we looked at the PSA 10 refractor up here, right, for Steph, which sold for, and there you go. Here's your margin, guys. So the PSA 10 is a pop 28. It sold for 228. The same exact card, numbered to 500, BGS 9.5, minimum gem, sold for 90. So significantly less than half, maybe 40%. I'm doing quick math, I'm trying. That's a big margin, y'all. Just drastically different margin right there, guys. Scrolling down, we got a Jordan game used jersey. A lot of people don't like this blue label, but my goodness, that's a huge card. I mean, if you look at that card up close, how beautiful is that card? This just shows you the power of Jordan. There's a PSA blue label on it, just graded authentic with no numerical grade. I'm not sure. I don't see an altered, and I'm not an expert on these blue labels, but like, why wouldn't you just buy this card and send it to PSA or send it back to Beckett and say, give me a numerical grade? I don't know. It seems like that would instantly increase the value of the card. It did sell for 70 grand. It is autographed. It is hand serial numbered 22 out of 23. Just a really badass card, a huge piece for any Jordan collector. Those aren't just out there waiting to be grabbed. So somebody took the opportunity. Here's another 2020 LeBron. I get it, the miniature Kobe, tribute, where people joke about how small he is in relation to the size of the card, like he's a micro LeBron. It's not even the gold, it's the gold shimmer. It's pop 2, 84,000. It's just a crazy amount of money. Here's one that I meant to look up. I'm going to see if that's in here, the 2014 Steph Curry gold. I'm going to see if this is in Card Ladder. Sorry, guys, I should have had this pulled up. Gold prism Steph. No, it's not in there. But another collector friend of mine told me this card took a huge jump. Okay, I don't have it. I guess we can go to sales history. Let's plug it in here. 2014 gold prism Curry BGS 9.5. It's numbered to 10. Oops, let's get that out of there. See if anything comes up. Yeah, so 81,000. Let's see if we can find the last one. Okay, so that's a photo variation from 2016. No, that's a totally different card. I don't know. I can't find it. I don't see it on here. But apparently this card took a really big jump. I think the last one maybe sold for 30,000 or something like that, 35,000. But 81 seems like a big number. Let's. Where are we at? 24 minutes. So let's go through page 2 real quick. I'm just going to kind of scroll and show you guys some of these cards. I'm not going to be able to go to Card Ladder and compare all of them. But you'll see there's a lot of LeBron cards, big LeBron cards on this second page. Like I'm looking at this 05 Exquisite Collection. I don't understand how somebody would want the Gold Shimmer Micro LeBron Kobe Tribute or the 2020 Gold Flashback more than this card. It's a Pop 10. It's a 9.5. It's got 10 centering. It's got a sick 3-color patch. It's got an autograph and game used jersey. Like how would you not... I don't understand why someone will pay more for a 2020 card than this card. This card, to me, just means more. I know the hobby is infatuated with gold right now, and maybe that's a simple enough explanation. Here's another 03 SP Authentic autograph LeBron with a Mike Baker silver sticker. A huge Kareem SGC 9. That is a really big time, great condition for that iconic card of the top 4 player of all time. He's on Rushmore. Don't sleep on him. Go do your research, young people. You got our Trey Young True RPA National Treasures BGS 9.5 minimum gem sold for 72,000. Here we are back to the LeBron James Topps Chrome Refractor PSA 10 that sold for 72. So it's a nice comparison. Compare this PSA 10 copy of the LeBron Refractor to the BGS 10 LeBron Refractor. Where'd it go? Oh, nope. I know I had it up. Where's my LeBron? There it is. Let's go look at the PSA 10 real quick and check it out. Yeah, so there's your PSA 10. And you talk about a card that's taken a tumble here. But again, remember, let's take this out and look at it, right? If we take out that crazy middle finger, then, and jump straight from December of 2020, 55,000. This one sold for 72,000. The card's gone up 17,000 if you take out the middle finger and those sales that were in there during that hobby blip on the radar. I don't know. That's a PSA 10. That's a pretty big time card. What was the pop on that card? Oh, shoot. I lost it again. There's the pop. 173. So significantly higher pop than the BGS 10, which is why the BGS 10 commands such a premium. Then we got some more, just this black label. Oh my gosh. You talk about eye-popping. What's crazy and what's eye-popping is that there's 4 black label 10s of this card. That's insane. But man, what a beautiful piece to put in somebody's collection. You got your 10-10. Actually, the winner of this card messaged me today and asked me what to do with it, whether to put it in the vault or whether to have it shipped to him. And I said, put it in the vault and don't pay the sales tax. We got an almost black label, 3 subs, 10, 10, BGS 10 Jordan again, numbered to 100, autograph with a really cool pose. Look how big his arms are. He would destroy people in today's game. He was a monster. You got your grand finale numbered to 50, BGS 8.5. This seems like a low price to me. This is a humongous card. This seems like a low price on that card to me. You've got the 98 Upper Deck game worn jersey autograph Jordan 8.5. This is my friend Naz, the Candyman. This was his PSA 9 set. It does not include the stickers. This is a really good price for the PSA 9 set with no stickers. That's a big step forward for PSA 9 Fleer set collectors. I'm one. I own 2 sets with stickers in PSA 9. Knowing Naz, he's got something big on his radar. He's chasing a big whale, so he's cashed in. I know he had a few cards in this premier auction, so I'm sure he's going to be pretty happy with that sale price. That $50,400 for all of you 86 Fleer collectors, that seems like a good price. I know a friend of mine, a local collector here in town, bought the entire set with stickers, PSA 9 for $55,000 about 7-8 months ago. So for just the 132 base set to sell for $50,000, that's a pretty good sale. Here's another really cool 1-2 clear cut on autograph. There's a lot of Jordan BGS 10s in this premier auction. The Giannis. So here's the Giannis Orange BGS 9.5. I do want to look this up as a Giannis collector, and I know a lot of you guys are Giannis collectors. Let's go Prism Orange. Let's type in Giannis since it's impossible to spell. Antetokounmpo. There it is. What did it sell for? So it sold for 46,800. Yep, as you can see, Card Ladder's already got it in there. That's the card. Let's zoom out a little bit. That's a Pop 26 card, y'all. This one, let's look at the subs. 10, 10, 9.59. So better than average subs for sure. Let's scroll out to 2 years. Yeah, that's a big sale, y'all. Okay, so that substantiates the last one for 48. So it looks like this Giannis Orange BGS 9.5 is held steady. Man, I would love to add that to my Giannis Prism Rookie Rainbow. That's a monster card. I had a chance to pick this one up for significantly less money. It just seemed like a lot of money at the time, and I didn't do it. But that's a Pop 26 card. They've got a lot of the Giannis cards here in Card Ladder, which is awesome. So you can kind of look. His silver is a Pop 122. You know, that card's kind of holding steady at around 15,000 in a BGS 9.5. The PSA 10 obviously fetches a significantly higher premium. But going back, let's see. We got two horizontal RPA Doncic cards with a crazy patch on both of them. Those are both just two monster cards, a little under 50 grand. The LeBron Refractor BGS 9.5. That's a huge card, $45,000. I remember how hard it is to grade these Bowman Chrome cards, and especially the Bowman paper cards from 2003. Here's a repeat. So we looked at the earlier Dwayne Wade Exquisite RPA. I think it was a 9.5. Here is an 8.5 that sold for $45,000. Two-color patch, game jersey, autograph. The Kobe credentials here, numbered to $499. BGS 9, $45K. The Bird. From that, again, 1010 from that legendary 03 Upper Deck Exquisite Collection set. Guys, there's big monster collectors out there that chase these 03 Exquisite Collection cards. It's out of my league, but these cards are unbelievable from that year, especially the limited logos. This one's numbered to 75. It's Pop 1 in a 1010 condition. An autograph, a vertical autograph, hand serial numbered, Jordan Upper Deck Ionics autograph. Here's a cool one, a pretty rare Pop 3, Joel Embiid, number 253, Gold Prism. This card sold for significantly less. Another friend of mine, it's in serial number 24 out of 25. It's dual autograph. The Wizards probably has something to do with why it didn't sell for more, and $38,000 is a lot of money, but I think the BGS 9.5 actually, the last BGS 9.5 sale would have led one to believe this card would sell for much, much, much more than $38,500. But it's dual, it's Jordan, it's Kobe, it is his Wizards auto, or at least it says Wizards on it. His auto is his auto. So that card sold for $38,400. It's a Pop 3. This is an interesting one. Let's go look up the, I want to look up this card and see what this card's been doing. 1980 Topps Magic. That should pull us up. Yep. And let's go here. Let's see if they have the SGC. They do. Okay. So this SGC 9.5 sold in the Premier auction last night for $43,200. If we go look at it and kind of compare the different variations. So this one had a sticker, right? And so if we go back and we look, it's got a top 15 sticker, which is the middle sticker. For those of you who don't know, sometimes if a card is 1986 or before, PWCC will assign a sticker to it if they feel that the eye appeal is exceptional. So they have a top 5%. I think it's top 5, top 15, and top 30%. So this would be the middle tier sticker that you're looking at here of top 15% for an SGC 9.5. And it's a top 15% for that particular grade. That's how those stickers work. But we've seen in the past, these cards do add a premium to the card. The PWCC sticker does matter. If we look at all time, hilarious. The last SGC 9.5 sold for $7,700 way back in 2019. This one last night sold for $43,000. Let's compare it to a BGS 9.5 if we can. PWCC doesn't have it. Let's compare it to a PSA 10. And there you go. The last two have sold for $860,000 and $800,000. So a pretty large multiple, a pretty big distinction between a PSA 9 and an SGC 9. A PSA 10 and SGC 9.5. Let's see what the PSA 9 Bird's been doing. Wow, this card's really dropped. All time's not helping. Let's look at the past year. Yeah, that card's really come down. I have this card. I was lucky to buy it for much less than these numbers you're seeing, but It's confusing to see a card come down this much that means so much. I guess Pop 614 is a lot, but you're also talking about having 2 of the top 10 players of all time on the same only rookie card that they have. I don't give investment advice very often. I wouldn't tell you to go buy a bunch of 7s and 8s, but this card in a PSA 9 is a card, man. This is a legit card. 614 is not a lot to go around when you talk about all the people in the hobby and the expected growth in demand with fanatics coming in, hopefully the hobby continues to grow. This is a card that people need in their collection in some grade. That's it. I'm going to stop here, guys. There's more to look at. You know, hell, we're all the way through page 2, 48 items, and we're still at cards that are $38,000. I don't want to talk forever. I'm already at 35 minutes. You guys know I could do this all day long. Again, thanks for subscribing. I'm going to do a premiere recap every time there's a monthly PWCC premiere auction. I'm going to try to do a recap for every single weekly auction. I've got another weekly auction coming out. I'm going to release these on the Monday immediately following the close of the auction on that Sunday night. So hopefully these will be fresh and these will be helpful for you guys and get you some knowledge so you can keep tabs on some of these monsters. I know a lot of these cards are out of reach for a lot of us, but hopefully the weekly will have a few more affordable cards that'll matter that you guys can track, and we can look at some of those risers and fallers as well. Comment below. Let me know which cards you think were sold for significantly more or significantly less than expected and why. I love getting comments from you guys. I love it when you guys hit the like button. If you lovingly caress that like button, it helps me with the YouTube algorithm so I can grow the channel, which is not my sole purpose, but it is nice because I'd like to reach a larger audience because it means more comments and more interaction. Thank you guys for watching. Stay positive. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace.